Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Learn English Unleashed. I'm John. Today, we're talking about something. Almost every English learner struggles with confidence. But don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to just believe in yourself, because that advice sounds nice, but it doesn't help. When your mind suddenly goes quiet, have you ever noticed something strange? Someone speaks simple English, makes mistakes, even pauses, yet everyone still understands them. Then another person knows hundreds of words, but says almost nothing. Why? Here's the surprise. Confidence doesn't come first. Evidence comes first. Your brain is like a prediction machine. If it has no proof that you can speak English, it predicts, this is risky. So you feel nervous. But the moment your brain collects small wins, it changes its prediction. And that's when confidence quietly shows up. By evidence. Many learners keep waiting for confidence before they start speaking. That is exactly why they stay stuck. The real order is the opposite. Speak first. Confidence follows, even if your English isn't perfect, even if you forget a word, even if your voice shakes. You can still build real confidence. And today, I'll show you exactly how. But here's the question. What kind of evidence does your brain actually believe? Hours of grammar, watching videos, reading books, or something much smaller? That takes less than 1 minute, yet changes how your brain sees your English forever. Stay with me, because the first practice is probably the easiest one you'll ever try, and it might completely change the way you think. About confidence, a learner once said, John, I know English, but the moment someone looks at me, my mind shuts down. Maybe that's you. You don't stay quiet. Because you're bad at English, you stay quiet. Because your brain has very little proof that you've already succeeded. So don't wait to feel confident. Create one tiny success today. Your brain doesn't need a perfect speech. It needs evidence. Practice 1. Build your first proof. Today, don't aim for a long conversation. Just create one small English moment. Ask one simple question. Answer with one complete sentence. Or explain one idea in your own words. One small win is stronger than 1 hour of silent study. Every time you do that, your brain saves a new memory. Next time it says, we've handled this before. And that's where real confidence begins. Before you sleep tonight, use English just once. That's all. Collect proof, not perfection. Practice 2. Build your proof file. Let me ask you something. When you have one bad English day, what does your brain remember? Usually, only the mistakes. It quietly says, see, you're not ready yet. That's the problem. So stop trusting your memory. Start collecting your proof. Open the Notes app on your phone. Every evening, write down just one English win. Maybe you asked someone to repeat a sentence. Maybe you explained a word. in a different way. Maybe you understood a short voice message. Maybe you kept the conversation going for 30 seconds. Small? Yes. Powerful? Absolutely. Every line becomes fresh evidence. On the days when you feel like giving up, don't listen to your fear. Read your proof file. Your brain will see something different, not excuses, not failure, but progress. Right now, create a note called My Proof File. Before you sleep tonight, write your very first win. It doesn't have to be impressive. It just has to be real. Because confidence doesn't grow from motivation. It grows from evidence you can actually see. And in the next practice, I'll show you why trying to become confident in all English at once is one of the biggest mistakes learners make. Practice 3. Master one moment. Here's another mistake many learners make. They say, I want to be confident in English. That sounds good, but it's too big. Your brain doesn't learn confidence like that. So don't practice every situation. Master just one. Pick one real-life moment. Maybe greeting a new coworker. Maybe chatting before a meeting starts. Maybe asking for directions. Maybe making a quick phone call. Stay with that one situation for a few days. Practice how you'll start. Practice 2 natural questions. Practice how you'll finish. That's it. Not a full speech. Just one real conversation. For example, you meet someone before a class. You smile. Hey, is this seat taken? How's your day going? Great talking to you. See you around. Simple, natural, useful. Now your brain starts thinking, I've nailed this before. And when one situation feels easy, move to the next one. 30-second challenge. Choose one situation you'll face this week. Don't prepare everything. Prepare the opening, 2 questions, and 1 easy goodbye. That's how real confidence is built. One moment, one win, one step at a time. And here's the exciting part. What happens when the conversation suddenly goes off track? Most learners panic. But in the next practice, you'll learn how confident speakers recover without freezing. Practice 4. Keep the conversation alive. Now imagine this. Someone speaks a little too fast. You miss one sentence. Or you suddenly forget the right word. Most learners think, that's it, I messed up. Then they go silent. That's the real problem. Not the mistake, the silence. So don't stop the conversation. Learn how to restart it. Confident speakers don't know every word. They know how to recover. Try simple, natural phrases like, sorry, I didn't catch the last part. Could you slow down a little? I'm looking for the right word. Let me explain that another way. These aren't signs of weak English. They're signs of real communication. Here's the secret. The goal isn't to sound perfect. The goal is to keep the conversation moving. Today, say these 4 lines out loud, not once, 3 times. Train your recovery before you need it, because when your brain already has a backup plan, fear gets smaller and confidence gets stronger. But watch out, because there is one final habit that quietly destroys your confidence before you even open your mouth. Let's fix that next. Practice 5. Prep smart, not perfect. Here's one last mistake. Many learners try to memorize every sentence before they speak. It feels safe. But the moment the conversation changes, everything falls apart. That's the problem. So don't memorize the whole conversation. Prepare small pieces instead. Before you speak, prepare only 3 things. Your first line, 2 simple questions, and 1 natural closing line. That's enough. For example, before joining an online meeting, you already know how you'll begin. Hi everyone, thanks for having me. You already have 2 easy questions ready. What do you recommend? What happened after that? And when it's time to leave? Thanks. That really helped. Have a great day. Now you're not carrying a heavy script. You're carrying a simple plan. And when you have a simple plan, you can breeze through any conversation. 60-second challenge. Think about one conversation you'll have this week. Don't write a full speech. Prepare your opening, 2 questions, and your goodbye. Do that every time. Soon, your brain won't expect danger anymore. It will expect success. And that's the moment when confidence and starts feeling completely natural. A small change. A big difference. Imagine yourself a few weeks from now. You're not speaking perfect English. You still pause sometimes. You still forget a word now and then. But something has changed. You don't panic anymore. Because your brain has seen the proof. It remembers the questions you asked, the conversations you finished, the moments you didn't give up. That's real confidence, a learned habit. Let's recap. Today, you learned 5 simple practices to prep your mind. Build your first proof. Keep a proof file. Master one situation at a time. Use recovery language. Prepare smart, not perfect. None of these takes hours. But together, they completely change the way your brain predicts your next conversation. Small wins today become big confidence tomorrow. One final challenge. Before you leave, make yourself one promise. Don't wait until you feel confident. Speak first. Let confidence catch up. 1 sentence, 1 conversation, 1 new piece of evidence. That's how fluent speakers are made. Not by being fearless, but by speaking even when they feel a little nervous. But before you go, tell me one thing. Which technique from today's video are you going to try first? The proof file, the recovery language, or prep smart? Write your choice in the comments right now. I absolutely can't wait to read your answers and reply to them. And one day, you'll look back and realize The person you were waiting to become was built one small conversation at a time. Thank you so much for listening. If this episode helped you, keep practicing with us here on Learn English Unleashed. I'm John. Take care. Keep speaking. And I'll see you in the next episode.